An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right there, 56. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw again, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson's pass.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Now left side on the swing pass. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Wilson on fourth down. That turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations, all right? Fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the...
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 16 yards, a first down. Brady to throw again. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on third down, Brady. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
8-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Brady to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
On the play. It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Succop, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bradley Pinion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First down.
54.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
All you got to do is look at
Jordan Whitehead. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. Let me go.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
56 is the Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball. Let me go.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll toss it out to Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 11. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. Well, bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. That one goes for 24 yards.
7-yard line.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Buccaneers 13.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Uh-oh.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, hit one.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently...
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is DJ Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Seahawks.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Carson. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wilson on the keeper.
When a quarterback sneak has run well, many at home wonder, what's so tough about that? Just take the snap and move forward. But it really pays to be shifty like a Russell Wilson, because you have to know where the hole is and get there quickly.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. Taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Panthers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
If you know about the carport and trap But if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you...
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Sam. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play, and in the end zone. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Joey Slye.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Reed. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That escapes the sack. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw here to his running back.
Wilson.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Now it's Wilson.
At the 22.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And some room to roam now. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Joey Sly lining up.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Seahawk ball carrier.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
on the play.
They run it with Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Second and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Carson, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
It's a first down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carlos Dunlap able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
3rd down and 11.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 1-yard line.
Bridgewater with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Seahawks 21.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Here's Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater here to throw. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Seattle.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.